we're playing with.
I agree.
While this transition is messy, Kenyans are losing their lives. They're missing critical treatments for things like dialysis, for chemotherapy. I don't think we can afford to say gari mzuri nile kwa barabara when NHIF was working, not perfectly, but it could have worked until we had a proper rollout, a slow one that takes time and includes everybody, such that you don't have the teething problems that cost people their lives or medical care.
So tulibadilisha gari na the other vehicle only had a problem maybe with the windshield or something.
No, NHIF had a lot of problems. I can tell you without a doubt, it had a lot of problems. It was basically a huge corruption enterprise. That I can tell you without a doubt. And if you look at how to analyze that, you will see how much money was going to private hospitals vis-a-vis government office hospitals and faith-based hospitals. And you realize a lot of money was going to private clinics that were not properly established, and that people are actually making fraudulent claims into that. So that could not obtain. Even when it had existed since 1972, it still had problems. Now, what about a system that we are trying to roll out? I sympathize with a lot of humility and empathy for those whose lives have been negatively affected in terms of what has happened to them, in terms of delays, in terms of paying them, and all of that. But I can tell you, fellow Kenyans, this is just momentary. We will be able to resolve this matter. We don't have a lot of time to do so because already we've lost 1 year. Well, and I would rather we get to know where the problems are and we go fixing them as we realize them. But in terms of policy, in terms of the benefits, we have a far much superior product called NHIF, or even in terms of the way we've segmented payments. For example, level 1 to 3 taken care of by the government. That is your health center, so your dispensaries. Level 4 to 6, you are 300 shillings. But you pay as per also how much you earn. Like Isaac Mwaura, I pay 22,000 shillings. Now, if somebody pays 300, I don't have to be sick. I don't have to expend all of my money, but it's going to help someone. That is now patriotism. That is nationhood, so that there's some kind of equity. Those who are more endowed are able to give, and there are those who are maybe earning or getting more money than myself. Now, when it comes to the issue of even the emergencies and critical chronic illnesses, there's a special fund and kitty for that. That has not been existing. So if you got an accident, before you're admitted, you are asked whether you have an insurance. Now that will be a thing of the past. And very well, we who are salaried, spend a lot of money helping people to pay their medical bills. Yes, I must admit there are challenges, and they may be numerous right now. But we are trying to fix them as we go. And believe you me, eventually, this system will work. Take it from me. Universal health coverage is not easy because there have been 4 attempts in the past. Under President Moi, in a way, Mwai Kibaki and Angilu, Uhuru tried, and they did not succeed. They actually did not succeed. So we know what we are getting ourselves into is not easy. But somebody has to go to do it. We have to start from somewhere. There will always be resistance from certain quarters. They will actually have valid reasons, and they could be as valid as long as we've resolved them. And if you tell me I have a pain in the neck, we'll fix. If you tell me it's the eye, we'll fix. But how will we know if we don't start treating you?
All right. Let's hold that thought.